Congratulations, you've finally been accepted into the exclusive club of Whatnot sellers. But how do you ensure that your stream looks professional, engaging, and entertaining while still being user-friendly to you as the seller and user of the app? In today's video, I'm gonna walk you through 3 professional looking live stream setups for Whatnot. Stay tuned. Alrighty. There are 3 basic setups I use as my go-to when live streaming on Whatnot. These are in no particular order, and to be honest with you, the very last one we're going to discuss today is my favorite, so be sure you stay tuned for that. The first live stream setup we're going to talk about is webcam streaming. A lot of folks think that you have to use your cell phone and your cell phone only as a device to live stream on the Whatnot app, but that simply isn't true. The first way that we're going to discuss is going to enable you, like I say, to use your webcam on either your laptop or your desktop and use that as the main streaming source for your Whatnot auctions. Now, you will need to download an OBS or open broadcast software to be able to use your webcam to stream over on Whatnot. There are a lot of free options, including but not limited to OBS Studio. Hey guys, so I have opened up OBS Studio here. I can get, mess with the lighting, get the lighting all right. And then over here on the right side, on controls, we have start streaming, start recording, start virtual camera. You need to click start virtual camera. This is in test mode, so hopefully I won't go live. But if we click start stream, it's gonna ask right here, what camera would you like to use here? And you're actually going to drop down and select OBS virtual camera. And there I am. So now we are using the OBS virtual camera that we started, and that is going to be the actual camera for our stream. Little bonus tip for you, you're able to take a streaming mic like this and actually use where your audio is coming from as well. So you would be able to use a microphone for your stream. This setup completely replaces the use of your cell phone in a Whatnot stream. Now, Whatnot has an entire video dedicated to using OBS and streaming on Whatnot. I'll link it below in the description, but I promise you it really is as simple as this. Download the OBS, tweak your camera settings, start the webcam, open Whatnot, and select that OBS source as your camera source. One of the things I didn't necessarily like about using my webcam as a camera source was that everything was still kind of a mirror image. If you've ever done any type of live streaming, especially maybe via StreamYard onto YouTube, when I point this direction, I point this direction. And it's kind of hard to showcase an item when I'm moving to the left and the item is actually moving to the right in the camera. It's much different than looking at you guys right now. I have a monitor that shows me exactly what I'm doing, and if I want to appear, my hand to appear on the right side of the screen, I will raise my right hand and there it is. But via webcam and things are flipped, it would actually be over here. And when I point this direction, again, I'm pointing this direction. It was extremely difficult for me to be able to showcase an item like that, but that could be something that is an OBS setting. Maybe there's like a mirror quality or something you could change. Or if you're just a better live streamer than me, you may like streaming directly from your webcam. If you have a stellar webcam, I would suggest an option like this. I will tell you, my very first auction was set up this way. Shout out Harry Tornado for aiming me at the Whatnot video that showed me how to do this. And I did have several people afterwards ask what type of camera I was using because the quality was so good. I can't say I necessarily agreed with that. Maybe it was the lighting, but I just think that there were better camera quality options for me. So that first stream was the one and only stream that I actually used the OBS and the webcam solution for. If for some reason Whatnot has yet to understand your awesomeness and you are waiting still to be approved, try clicking the link down below in my description. I've called it the Whatnot seller link. It is vastly different from the Whatnot join link, where a lot of people have said, you get $10 when you sign on. This is a different link. The people I have shared this link with have been approved for Whatnot the same day. So go ahead and click it. It probably wouldn't hurt to apply with that link. Basically, that link is a referral from a known and reputable Whatnot seller saying yes, they think that you would be good for the app. So click the link if you're interested in selling on Whatnot and are still awaiting approval. The second option that we're going to discuss is one that is great for folks that maybe are a little camera shy and possibly you don't even want to appear on camera. I am here to tell you that on YouTube, on Whatnot, on any video platform, there is a plethora of options, niches, markets that you could be in that you never have to show your face. So don't let that intimidate you, because I understand that being on camera like this isn't everyone's bag. So you absolutely do not have to do that to be on Whatnot. For my particular case, I chose this option for several of my auctions because I wanted to showcase those items more fully. There's just a big difference to me in holding the item up and telling you about this pair of scissors and knowing that there's a fight for focus between my face and the item. For those small items, I just feel like something like this is a much better setup. This really enables you to focus solely on the item. The camera is aimed directly at the item, and I just think that this made for a better buyer experience on some of those auctions. This setup is super simple, guys. I just have a whiteboard. Honestly, wouldn't even have to have that. Just some type of a clean surface. And then probably the most important thing I will recommend to you is some type of a phone tripod or gimbal. So we're just gonna set the phone up right here in front, center whatever you want your backdrop to be. And then let's just say that I'm selling this particular keychain. You can see I can aim it directly in front of the camera here. And this is just the most simple setup, guys. But you need to also, in my opinion, add a light. Everything's gonna look better if it's well lit. So I have this ring light because the beauty of this is that it's going to illuminate the item, but then also I'm going to have a clear view of everything that's going on my actual auction. I can still control things on my phone, and I'll have this light around it. So just go ahead and turn on the ring light, and you can see instantly how much better everything looks. So your audience is going to get a really well lit view at every single small item that you bring through. And it doesn't have to be things this tiny. Something as big even as a shoe, you know, would work on a setup like this. I auctioned off a lot of hard goods and household items this way, and I think that the audience really enjoyed this setup because, like I say, I mean, you can't get any more crystal clear than the picture on your actual phone. And since this is totally wireless, you can move it. You can actually show an image of the shoe if you'd like to. If you have one of those fancy turntables, you know, you could have that turned in at a distance there. But this light and this tripod, probably the single most important things to this setup. Now, I will tell you that while your stream is going on, I don't actually advise you to control things from your phone here. A lot could go wrong. You could exit out of the stream. Sometimes it's a little bit jumpy. I think for the best experience, you really need to have your laptop set up nearby. So I have actually my laptop directly behind me. I would sit here and then I would have the auction going on here. Now, you could very well just have your laptop right here beside you. I recommend having the stream actually being recorded from your phone, but controlling the stream, the items that are going up, everything from a desktop or a computer nearby. I created a test stream here to show you something really important. So while your stream is pulled up here and you're able to interact with the chat here, you can add or remove items and products here. There's one really important thing to recognize here, and that is this little icon in the bottom. That is going to mute just the stream. You may not want to mute your entire computer because I'm going to show you here in just a second how I play music for my streams on my computer, but you definitely need to mute the stream. If you don't, then you're going to have feedback because your phone that is over here streaming is going to be picking up all the audio from the computer directly across from it. So please, for the love of audio, click that button and mute the stream. Now, I actually use Spotify, and on Spotify, I have created a public playlist called Whatnot, and it is just an hour and 52 minutes, so about 50 items worth of auction of really old school. Everything is really clean music here. We've got some really neat things. I won't play any of it on here for copyright reasons over on YouTube, but if you want to head to Spotify and type in Whatnot, you can have the same playlist. It's available to everybody to use for free. So I will play this music, turn up the volume as loud as you think you need it, and trust me, for Whatnot, you need it louder than what you think. And then I will go back to my Whatnot stream, which is muted. And this is where I'm actually going to be able to pull items up, change between different items. If a buyer asks for a specific item, I can bring it up here. All the while I'm streaming from this device. It's not as complicated as it sounds, you guys. And this is actually one of my favorite setups for showcasing just the item. Now, at any point, I could actually pick this up and flip it around, and I would be on camera and be able to talk to the audience. But as you can see, I can't really see myself. I can't see if the lighting is good or anything like that. We're definitely all about making this user-friendly for the seller as well. If you're having a really stressful time on Whatnot and things aren't where they need to be, the technology isn't doing what it's supposed to do, it's gonna come across in your presentation of the items, it's gonna come across in your attitude towards your buyers, it's gonna come across in your vocabulary, in your vernacular. Like, you need to be as stress-free as possible, like you've done this 1,000 times. Even if this is your very first Whatnot auction, I promise you, you will leave this video feeling like a pro. Just had to interrupt the video real quick to tell you guys, we're almost at 8,000 subscribers. What? That's insane. I haven't got to celebrate 7,000 subscribers yet, and here we are knocking on 8,000. So if you're not yet subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. I can't believe that we're almost there. I might have to just do one huge giveaway when we get to 8,000 to celebrate 7 and 8. Guys, this is really cool. Thank you. This next and final setup is best for a fully immersive experience between both the buyer and the seller. It enables you to fully interact with your audience while also controlling the stream from your computer. This setup is best if you feel like appearing online and on the live stream is good for the face of your brand. If your audience is coming to your Whatnot because they recognize you, I would definitely suggest a setup just like this. This is my favorite setup, and I used it most often for clothing. And guys, if you watched any of my Whatnot auctions, clothing was my favorite, which is funny because I hate listing clothing over on eBay, so maybe I should source clothing and do it just for Whatnot, because it's so cumbersome to photograph and measure and do the descriptions and everything on most of the platforms. But on Whatnot, it was fun because it was interactive and I got to talk fashion with everyone. So it's what I really loved about it, and this setup could definitely work for any large items like jeans, a full-length dress. Like, I did formal wear and showed ball gowns using this setup. Hey guys, this is actually my favorite setup for a live stream on Whatnot. You can see me there in the camera, and that's just the thing. I can see myself there also. And this is as intuitive as an Instagram live stream or even a video chat with your family. So I can hold up large items. Like I said, I was able to hold up formal gowns this way. So this is the same setup. I am entering Whatnot from my phone and using it as the streaming device, but at the same time, I have everything pulled up on here. I have Spotify streaming my playlist, and the Whatnot auction is pulled up. It's muted. I can interact with the chat. I can stream everything right here, and I just felt like this was way better than the actual OBS setup. This light would be on. It's actually not on. I know it's really bright right now, but I didn't want to blind you guys. This light would be on, and behind me, I actually had this set up over on that wall since it's a white wall. And this light was turned to RGB settings, so it was illuminating that white wall behind me. Everything was looking just super cool. So I had this light just for visual effect behind me. This light, I'm telling you, it is what is going to separate your stream and make your stream look professional. It's always having a light on you, streaming from my phone, controlling things from the desktop. This is the best Whatnot setup, in my opinion. But other people are going to have, you know, vastly different opinions about that, but I really like that. So again, you need some type of a phone tripod or gimbal, your desktop, Spotify, or whatever your playlist is there, a light source, and I mean, this is totally optional. There you have it, 3 setups and 3 different ways to stream over on Whatnot. Tell me in the comments below which one was your favorite. Have you tried any of these, or could you see yourself trying any of these? As always, thank you guys so much for watching. God bless, and remember, treat your business like your business. Alrighty.